Nothing motivate me more than when I hear the crowd roar. Chant my name in the stands. I got drums, I got bands.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Jets and the Giants on Thursday night.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws.
And shutting him off, now open field. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The first carry for Josh Adams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They'll get 3 up to midfield. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And hauled in by Croft. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Croft, 50 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading him out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Jones now on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. And that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
From the 27, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Here's a give to Barkley. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Jones. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to John Ross. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A second down carry for Booker.
They're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Glennon. He finds his man Johnson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, it's Booker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Booker. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devontae Booker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now White. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break it. Tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Booker on the counter. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Glennon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Returning it, John Ross. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But Charles, you know, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. White. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check.
Coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
They'll go back to Booker on second down. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give, running right, it's Booker. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Glennon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now White with a first down throw.
He's got this one completed to Mims.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
White looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. To throw, White.
He'll drop that down to Carter underneath.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, it's White. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
He'll check this one down to Carter.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And now here's Ross. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The play fake, now White. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And this is Shepard on the jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing Jones. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram from 19 yards away. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will shrink to 6. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On 1st and 10, White.
Able to connect with Mims.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now White. Caught here by Griffin.
Head coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 3rd down.
Here's White. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To the right and complete to Galladay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jamian Sherwood there to make the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off play action.
Jones rolling to his right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
You know, this is the regular season, partner. We'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now White. That one caught by Carter. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Room here to run. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, right back to Carter.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when